Hi, it's Coach Donna here, coming to you tonight to talk to you about the between times. Actually, it is a beautiful evening on Monday, and I have had a chance to kind of savor a little bit of my thoughts, and I wanted to talk to you about the times that we have in between living the dream and our old reality. Those times when we're building and when when it seems like it's all tilling, when it's all just planting and all that stuff, and then after the planting, then there's a waiting period, and you kind of feel like, what am I doing here? Why am I waiting? Let's hurry up and get there. Let's hurry up and get to the goal. Let's hurry up and get to the thing. Let's hurry up and get to the good part. I am reminded of my Pastor Donna Rothenberger, who actually very recently came through a between time. She had broken her leg, and it was right after she came out of being in a cast for something that happened to her ankle, I believe. It was that was a minor thing, and then the ankle, she had just gotten over it. She was back in her heels, and she was cute, and she liked, the idea of, well, I'm going to do this and it'll be great. And she broke her leg. And she broke her leg so badly, so greatly, that she was back in a cast, immediately back in on her back and on her feet, off of her feet for literally 8 months. It was just pretty much the whole year, half the year last year and most of the year this year, she was in a cast. She's been out for maybe 2 months now, maybe a month now, 2 months. But she was really, you could tell, because she's such a strong woman. She is a pastor, so she is a leader, and her interest and her thought process is always, how can I do this better? How can I get bigger? How can we get this thing that's in my belly from God out into the world? And I need to hurry up and do that. And I can't be laying down because I got stuff to do. I got a husband. I got kids. I have stuff. I got meetings. I have stuff to do. And I don't have time to be laying down. But in that time, in her between time, she didn't have a choice. She had to stop. And when those times where everything kind of grinds to a screeching halt, or it feels like stuff is not moving, or you're not getting the things that you need to get, and I'm talking to myself too, what needs to happen is we need to remember that those are the times when we can find sweet savor in the presence of God. When we can literally tap into a completely different thing and hear something different. That's the time to be okay with being where you are, so that you can actually learn right there what's going on and how to create a great moment in a not so typically great moment. How you can actually view it differently, because the truth of the matter is, in the between times, when we're not running all around, we actually have time to read. We have time to sleep. We have time to spend with our families. We have time to call our mothers. We have time to spend and love on our husbands and our children and our significant others, and we have time to build relationships that we don't have time for when we're running. We actually have time to take care of ourselves, to really dive into what do I like about me, to get some to get in a different headspace, to get in a different heart space about self-care and about making sure that we do what we're supposed to do, so that when it's time to start running again, we can actually run and run swiftly. It's also a great time for us to create systems so that when we're running, when it's time to get up and run, we can actually do it and do it with ease. So don't despise the in-between times, because those in-between times are the times when you actually have moments that you won't have any other time. I promise you that you don't get the free time as a real estate mogul and as a person who is a developer of green cities and as a person who designs interiors and a world speaker and a world leader and all of the things that we're trying to be in this world. I promise you, when we get busy, we won't have time to do that. When we're trying to reach souls and change lives and shape worlds, we won't have between time. And we will wish for the moments of stillness and silence. So my thought is that we should savor the between times, because these are the times when we actually can plug in and tap in and grow in a different way than we are when we're stretching, running, and moving. So, life in 4G is living in God, living in gratitude, living a life of giving, and living unapologetically in your greatness. Savor the between times, peeps. They don't last long. Bye.